and welcome to your Friday post-games. We have Steve-O on my right, Dave Kohler on my left. Steve, you may not know this, but has a new title. He now qualifies as talent because he is the co-host of what? Hottest new show?
Oh, that's right.
Sweeping the internet?
The Aggressive Progressive.
The Aggressive Progressive. Yeah. With, who's that other guy on it?
Jimmy Dore.
Yeah, I've heard
my
of him.
My sidekick. You know, he's my wingman.
And we're going to play a game called Totally True or Totally Bullshit with Steve-O and Malcolm Fleshner. And this is our opening graphic if you haven't seen it. It gets awesomer every time I see it.
I love it. And the best part is that Dave's name is not there. Sorry, Dave.
Someday, listen, you know, if he sticks around with the company long enough, he puts in his time. So the way this is played is that I will put forward a proposition, and then we will judge whether it is A, totally true, or B, totally bullshit. Now, and there's a tagline that goes, what is it we don't do?
Nuance.
Nuance. We don't do nuance. Just like George W. Bush, we don't do nuance. So here's the first one. It is disappointing that Bernie Sanders didn't campaign more for Tim Canova. Totally true or totally bullshit? In case we need any context, Tim Canova was running for Congress against Debbie Wasserman Schultz, former head of the DNC and widely reviled establishment Democrat. Bernie Sanders helped campaign for him initially, raised over $1 million for him, but in the last month or two of the campaign seemed to have disappeared. And on Tuesday, Tim Canova lost like 63-37, something like that, to Debbie Wasserman Schultz. It wasn't really close, but considering she's an incumbent and an established Democrat, an establishment Democrat with all, you know, she had everybody coming in to campaign for her, he did relatively well. But that's a lot of time, money, and effort that didn't come to the result that we were hoping for. So I'll put this one to you, Dave. Do you think that it was disappointing that Bernie Sanders didn't do more in campaigning for Tim Canova?
I'll say it's totally bullshit, mostly because of my lack of knowledge. Like, I don't know what Bernie Sanders' goals and objectives are now, what he wants to focus on. He doesn't have to go out and fulfill his grievance or try to get his revenge against Debbie Wasserman Schultz in this race. She was going to win, whether he campaigned or not. He's already embarrassed her publicly, or he didn't, but the email revelation did. So this is not Bernie Sanders' fight to go target Debbie Wasserman Schultz in her congressional race. So I'm not disappointed.
Okay. Steve, what do you think?
I totally disagree. I think it's a massive disappointment. And I get that Bernie may have other priorities and a very good reason for not having campaigned harder for Tim Canova. But putting that aside, it's very disappointing. I would love to have seen Debbie Wasserman Schultz get her ass handed to her. I would have loved it if she lost.
I hope you guys all have a good weekend and appreciate that we put together a Friday postgame for you that's a little different from what you get from Cenk and Anna. We don't really talk about our masturbatory practices or talking about how we don't feel fulfilled in our career and stuff like that.
And how we're under so much stress and pressure.
So
I bought a new computer, if that matters to anyone, and I got a really blue cover / keyboard because it makes me feel young again.